Hey, welcome. It is Your Good Girlfriends Thursday nights. Are y'all ready? You ready?
I'm ready.
Hey. Come on in here, y'all. Hey. Hello, ladies. Hello. Welcome. Hey. Yes. Amber's mom. We love to see you here. You have to tell us your first name, or should we just call you Amber's mom? Because I'm okay with that.
Amber's mom.
Amber's mom.
Everybody gonna be calling her Amber's mom.
Hello. Hey. Hi. Welcome. Are you guys excited about tonight's topic? Should be an interesting one. Hey. Hi, guys. Welcome. Come on in here. This Thursday night. Hey. Hey. Hello, love. Hey, Say. We coming for you in a couple of minutes. Hello. Hi, guys. Welcome to Your Good Girlfriends. It's Thursday night. Hey. How was your week, love?
Busy. It was a busy, hectic week.
Outside is open, y'all.
It's open, and the people acting like this is open too.
Listen, they announced today that outside is officially open, so everybody can get their hot girl summer on. Isn't that what they call it? Hot girl summer. Everybody can get their hot girl summer on. Hey guys. Outside is open. Break out the toes, okay?
The toes are already.
The toes is already out?
Okay, maybe
well,
not.
Make sure y'all get y'all pedicures, because listen.
Now the nail salon is going to be on.
Y'all know y'all ain't been in the salon. Y'all know y'all haven't been in the nail salon all quarantine. Get in there, y'all. Get in there.
Toes been crusty. I hope you've been keeping them moisturized.
That is one of my pet peeves. Like, I go to the nail salon all year round. Like, I am not a seasonal pedicure girl. Like, I am in there in 10 feet of snow outside. Look, my feet and my hands, y'all, I can't, that's just one thing I can't compromise on. I have to go.
Yeah.
And my eyebrows?
Yes. Yeah.
Baby. You won't catch me? Nope.
No.
I am not a seasonal nail salon girl. I am in there. Hey, y'all. Hey. Welcome. Hey, y'all. Hey. Hi, guys.
Amber, you are funny.
Amber, we was trying to figure out what to call, I don't want to say call your mom, but we were trying to figure out how we should address your mom. We didn't want to keep
our mama too now.
Amber's mom, right? She didn't type anything to let us know, so you let us know.
She wants us to call her Amber's mom.
We keep saying, hey, Amber's mom. We love having you here, though. We really do. We love it. You're our good girlfriend, too.
She is. We love her.
Yes.
MC.
Okay, MC. I'm here for the MC.
I am
too. Amber said, don't call her. I love it. Alrighty, well then let's get started.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, how about this? Tonight is Thursday night. Y'all already know what it is. I hope you have your wine or your drink of choice, your cocktail of choice for tonight, because you may need it. As every Thursday, you need a little something to sip on when we get these conversations going. So, welcome to Your Good Girlfriends. Tonight's topic is all about being a wife, right? This is Wife 101. And we came to this topic because we've had conversations amongst ourselves. We've had conversations with girlfriends. We've even had conversations with some of you guys in our DMs after our shows have ended, and we get requests for different topics and things that we should touch on. And being a wife was one of the topics that came up. So Shahara and I thought, what better way than to tackle this topic than to form a panel of wives, and wives that are in our age group, right? Because I'm assuming everybody on here is at least, in the same age bracket, perhaps. But anyway, to form a panel of wives to give you some insight on marriage and what it's like being a wife and what a wife really is, right? So, dun, 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 dun. Tonight is Wife 101. I'm excited about tonight. Really, I am. I am so excited. I have not had the opportunity to get together with some other wives, women, and have a full-on discussion about marriage and being a wife. I mean, with my girlfriends I have, but not openly like on a platform like this. So Shahir and I, when we think about our platform with Your Good Girlfriends and the topics that we tackle, we always keep in mind women, right? Women issues, women topics. We always want to cater to our ladies, right? We want to be relatable. We want you guys to relate to us, and we want to grow together. Shahir and I don't have all the answers. We get together and we go off of each other,
debate back and forth
to try to figure out. We don't know it all. We just try to come together to figure it out. And with the help of you guys, hopefully we can figure it out together too, right? So tonight is Wife 101. So I want to welcome my panel of wives to the stage. I'm coming for you right now. Let me see if you guys are all here. Can you open that up for me? Let me see. Hold on. I see my lovely Patrice. Let me see my lovely Sabria. And I think there is one more. She hasn't joined yet, but we're going to get started with these two ladies. Oh, Say, you're going to have to, hold on. Sabria, my love, you're going to have to come off and come back on. They said that you need to download the latest version of Instagram. So if you come out of our live and go to your settings, is it settings? Settings. I think it's in settings. You have to do an Instagram update. It doesn't take long, but if you update your Instagram, then I can add you to the live. So do that real quick and come back on, and then I'll get you started. All right. Hi, Patrice.
Hey.
Hey. I wanted to get my other girls on. One of our other ladies, she needs to do a quick update.
Oh, there's Mish.
Okay, Misha's here. She needs to do a quick update for her Instagram. So we can pull her in. So she's going to do that real quick. And let me get my other young lady on here. Hold on. There she is. And we'll get started. Hello, everyone that just joined us. Welcome. Hello. Hi,
Tamisha. Hey, y'all.
Hey. So we are waiting for one more young lady. She just needed to update her Instagram. I guess it has like a new setting or something, and I wasn't able to add her. So as soon as she gets back on, we'll add her. But I'm going to go ahead and get started with the two of you. So I want you guys to introduce yourselves, because listen, I did not pull just any ordinary wives, okay, for tonight's topic, okay? I got some bad wives that's on here that's doing big things, okay? So I wanted both of you to introduce yourselves, and I want you to shout out your businesses, because you both are doing some amazing things, and I want everybody to know about you and support you. So let's start with Tamisha.
So I'm Tamisha, also known as Mish, and I am in my late 30s. I'm a mom of 3. I'm on my second marriage. I recently started a business with my husband last April called Put and Pack. And if you're not familiar, it's the best banana-less banana pudding you'll ever have in your life. So that has been like rolling unexpectedly. It's a recipe that I've made for many years. Then last year I packaged it for my brother-in-law and was just like, I wonder if people would buy it. And my husband posted it on Facebook, and then it just off from there. So that's Put and Pack. And then in addition to Put and Pack, I also work for National Geographic in the production department.
Nice. And so this, I also want you guys to mention how long you've been married. So Tamisha, you said that this is your second marriage, and so how long have you been married to
Josh.
your second husband? Yes, Josh.
So we were married August of 2019, but
Okay.
we have been together this year 8 years.
Okay, so 8 years.
So
Okay,
we were
great.
5 or 6 years before we got married.
Okay, so you have a lot of insight and experience, my love.
Yeah. A lot.
Okay. All right, we'll go to Patrice.
Hello, I'm Patrice, and I am. We've been married since 2008. I don't know how long that is. I stopped counting. And we have 3 kids. I am the owner of Camp Space, which is a content creator studio in Hyattsville, Maryland. And yeah, I'm just really happy to be here. Me and Tamisha go way back because we went to Maryland together.
Go Turk.
Yes. So it's very nice to see a familiar face on here.
Nice. Hey, Say. Okay, so I had the ladies introduce themselves. I had the ladies introduce themselves and to let us know how long you've been married and to shout out your business because I know you're doing great things too. So I want everybody to support everybody.
Absolutely. Well, good evening, ladies. This is why I love y'all, because we're coordinated. Unplanned coordination.
Yes.
Red lips and all, boo.
Yes.
But let me say good evening to all the rest of the panel. It's lovely to see the faces. I've seen Patrice. I follow her Camp Space, as well as I'm forgetting the first person. I've met her in person though before.
Tamisha.
Yes, Tamisha. Yeah. So welcome and good evening. I'm Sabria Mathis Neal. I've been married 7 years. Well, 7 years this July.
Oh, congratulations.
And yes. And I mean, I work clearly full time, but I also have a business. I'm an author. I have a Girls with Goals group, Facebook group. So that's why my Instagram wasn't updated. It's okay. Because I live over in Facebook world.
Ooh, Facebook.
But I live over there. I play. That's my playground is Girls with Goals, and we have an Instagram page too. But I do a little bit of everything. Just happy to be here and amongst you ladies tonight. Let's talk.
Yes, let's talk. Okay, so I'm the last wife to introduce myself for those that don't know. I'm Chanel, half of your good girlfriends, aka the Bougie Baddie. And I got married in 2012, so I will be married 10 years next year. I know. And so outside of being a wife, I'm also a mother to a beautiful 4-year-old daughter, Parker L. And I absolutely love, being a wife and a mother. Sabria and I are actually co-workers outside of all of this social media world. Surprise? No one knows, but we are.
Yep.
So
I borrowed their mother. I literally loaned their mother to me.
She wanted to be on the panel tonight. That's why.
Oh, listen. I was like, where's my girl? We need to be on the panel tonight. Nikki, that's part 2. Shahara, that's part 2. Because I got something for her. She gave me the best advice I've ever had.
Yes.
Tell y'all.
So my mom, actually, we did invite my mom to join us tonight because my mom is going on 41 years of marriage.
41 years of marriage.
So we were like, okay, Dottie, we need you to be on. But Dottie actually, girl, Dottie got some gems, but she is actually on a spiritual retreat right now.
No, she's
like,
trying to reboot.
So we're going to have to catch her on part 2, okay?
I love it. I love it.
But thank you girls so much for joining us tonight. This is such a much needed conversation. I have yet to come across something similar to this on Instagram, and it's so needed. I mean, us ladies as young women trying to tackle this marriage and wife role, and it can be overwhelming, and sometimes we walk into it and we don't really know what to expect, right? So at the least we should try to give back tonight a little bit. It is it's a beautiful thing, but it also comes with its challenges. So I just want us to try to just keep it real tonight. You don't have to dig too deep, you know, just keep it on the surface, you know, and try to help some sisters out tonight. Give them a little insight.
For sure.
Okay, so honestly, I received a lot of questions. I put in my Instagram story earlier this week for any of our viewers, if they had questions to ask us tonight, to just drop them in the Insta story. And I received a lot of questions, surprisingly. So most of these are coming from folks that might be on our live right now, okay? Then I also want to open the floor up to anyone that is on the live. If you have any questions for us, please hit the question mark bubble at the bottom and just type your question in, and we'll try to get to those throughout the live tonight. And then also, girls, if you have any questions for us, you know, from one another to another wife, you know, if you have any questions, let's get into that too, because we're here to help each other out and, you know, navigate this thing together. So don't hesitate, okay? All right. So before we dig into us, I had to bring this topic up because it's been real hot, y'all, this week on social media.
Ooh, Lord.
And this is the whole social Portia Williams debacle. Okay, can we talk about it as wives? Can we talk about it? It?
Where you want to start?
Okay, so let me just give a synopsis for those that don't know what happened with Portia Williams. She is one of the Atlanta housewives. She had a friend, quote unquote friend, and she was enjoying her pool over the summer at her house. I don't know what else they was doing in the background, but here we are almost 9, 10, 11 months later, and she is now engaged to the woman's husband, ex-husband, okay?
And the paint ain't on the divorce, baby.
The end. The now wait.
The paint, whatever.
The divorce is final.
So I just want to get you girls' opinion, and anybody else in the comments too. Can we just talk about how would you feel as a wife if you had because I'm assuming, okay, that they weren't like the best of friends, but they were friends enough, quote unquote, for her to be at her house and her pool, right? Mm-hmm. So as a wife, how would you feel if a friend of yours is now engaged to your husband, your ex-husband, 2-3 months after your divorce? She said 2 or 3 months divorce. But how do you guys feel about this? Let's start with Patrice.
I think at this point in my life, I wouldn't care. I mean, no, I'm take that back. I would care because it's like, damn, girl. But it's like, you know what? If you want him, you can have him. We aren't together for a reason. Mm-hmm. I think that you have a lot of people who want what you have, who think the grass is greener on your side. And hey, go ahead, y'all. Because I'm sure Fallon or whatever her name is got a beautiful settlement, whatever they got going on, alimony, whatever. So have it. You look crazy, not me. And I'm very happy that she, the ex-wife, has not said anything, you know, kept it above board, because it's scandalous. And that's just, y'all go do that. Miss me with all of that. And also, how you got them is how you lose them.
Well,
right?
That's what they
so. I mean, I think it would definitely sting. She all in my house at my pool. But we also have to remember this is reality TV. Right. And, you know, but girl, have him. I don't want him. He's all yours. That's what I would say now. Maybe not 5-6 years ago, but as a grown up, bye. So I hope we talk about this, and not to go farther, and I really do hope we talk about this. Yes, marriage is forever, but I also think in some cases marriage is for what it's for. So people look at divorce as this horrible thing, and oh my God, we got a divorce. But sometimes, and I haven't been divorced, Tamisha, maybe you can speak on this, whatever, but sometimes it's for what it's for. And then you move on, you know? So, but that's another conversation, I think. Yeah. Another question.
Oh, it's coming. It's on our list. It's on our list. It's on there. Do any of you, say Brio or Tamisha, have a take on this whole Portia situation?
I mean, I think at face value, because I just found out all this today. So I think at face value is messy, but then also knowing like how relationships dissolve. We don't know how her and her ex-husband were actually separated mentally, physically, sexually. We don't know any intricacies. All we know is there's a divorce that is final and there's an engagement. You know what I mean? So just trying to play devil's advocate a little bit, not validating anything that is happening, but we only know what the media wants us to know at the end of the day. So, I mean, I think it's messy though. Well, like what, not, that's still your so it's just messy in my opinion.
I would say it's reality TV, basically. Right. I was thinking, is this for the cameras? Because the ratings on the show apparently have been plummeting.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, clearly they doing this so people could maintain the show. This sounds like an Andy Cohen type of situation going on here. But you know, that's on the surface for me. It's reality TV. It's TV. It's television. But at the same time, I do think if a friend of mine or someone who I considered an associate, I have had in my home, I have, been around, we move in the same circles, it's awkward. It's very messy. Certainly you can have him. Patrice, I think he was on it for that. You can have whatever's left over. Because that's exactly what it is at this point. But I do think that it's messy. I don't think that that's something I wouldn't do that. I just believe there's still a girl code. There's still a woman code that I think we have to still uphold, which is why we drifted into reality TV to a degree, because there's some codes that we just don't. The morals ain't there anymore.
No more.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And that is exactly where I was getting ready to go next. Is, do you girls feel like there is a difference between girl code and guy code? Because girl code is, listen, if I've had him and if I even know you better not try it. Especially if you've been at my house in my pool. Like, that's girl code. You don't, baby. Like, no.
Some girls don't believe in that code though. I mean, I'm not speaking for myself, but I'm just saying, like, some girls don't, like, I'm a super loyal individual. So whether it's with someone I dated and a friend or a female friend, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's a code in general. Like, if someone wrongs me or if someone wrongs someone that I care about, I don't deal with that person.
Period.
There's like gray area, and I always bump heads with like those in my circle because they're like, but me, you can't be that way. Like, well, that's just how I am. So if you decide you don't rock with her or him, and then next you decide you do want to rock with them again, then fine. I don't lose any sleep, but I can't see myself kikiing with someone that I know did something dirty to somebody close. Right. You know what I mean? So I think it's just a moral code in general, like just as a human being. So
you
whether
will hope.
Like, right is right and wrong is wrong. And you have to have second guesses, or if you have to question, or if it's uneasy on your spirit, 9 times out of 10, you shouldn't be doing it.
Well, that's the thing. Some people don't have conscience about it. They just out for themselves. Yeah. And I'm sure this girl Fallon didn't think that Portia was somebody that she couldn't trust. If she had it in her house and her pool, I just don't. I can't.
It's the pool for me. It's the pool
for me.
And the bathing suit she had on in the pool.
There's swimming around in my pool that my man was paying for. I mean, girl, it's a low standard, and I think society has changed. We tend to rely on society to tell us how to do that which is covenant. Yeah, for me,
that's right.
And so that's a bigger problem. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's where I feel like a lot kind of like we move it what society does. Hey, they say it's okay. Social media says it's okay. This is what we're doing now. But the truth of the matter is, it's not okay.
Right.
It's morally wrong. You know, and I know everybody's different, but I do think that there's room there. I think a lot has changed, and we got a different generation coming up also with a different perspective, you know, on what marriage looks like and the definition of marriage and how, you know, all of those boundaries. And I mean, it's different. It's different now.
And with that being said, we're going to roll on to our next question, okay? Y'all keep everything.
You better keep it going now.
Real quick.
Yes. So,
And if you,
go ahead.
If you have somebody in your circle that doesn't have a conscience, that's not somebody who you should have in your circle.
Listen.
Which, how do you know until it happens? Like, you think
No,
you know there's some signs before the
But there's signs.
You don't know. You like,
sometimes it takes for something to happen for you to know. I do think that that's true. But I also think that a lot of times we ignore what's in front of us because we want to believe a person is something that they're not. Literally, we just choose to ignore. It's like, all right, well, or we're okay with them doing it to somebody else. But then when it turns on you and it's your turn, we got a problem. You see what I'm saying? But you should never be okay with that in the first place. And I think Tamisha was saying that. You should never be okay with that. If you're looking at somebody else doing somebody else dirty. But a lot of times we sit back, we pacify it until it's our turn.
That's right. That's right. And that's what having a good girlfriend is for, to let you know, like, boo, you out of pocket. Like, this is not okay.
That's a good girlfriend.
I can't support you. And, you know, the messiness. Yeah.
And get yourself all the way together. Like, you gotta do all that.
I thought she was still with her baby father, but okay.
I thought so too.
I love it.
When I saw him in the did too.
Smoking the whatever, I was like, so this is it. She got both of them in. Oh man,
wasn't the baby father a homosexual or something like that?
But see, I heard that stuff with him, or I don't know.
Hold on. Who was it that was getting married to a man, but it was some like conspiracy about him being gay? It was one of the housewives, wasn't it?
It's been some dirt on his name, though.
Cordell, her first husband.
Oh, Cordell, that's the first husband.
Yes,
right.
Yeah. So it's not this one.
No,
this one, he got rumors on him too, though. He got rumors on him too in the ACL streets.
Yes,
that's what they say.
Yes, he does. Okay, so here we go. Let's just jump into these questions. And for those that have joined us since we've started, if you have any questions for our wives panel, just hit that question mark bubble below and type a question in, and we're going to answer them throughout the live tonight, okay? So, first question is, what does being a wife mean to you? So, they specifically said, what does a good wife look like? This is an area that this particular person has been praying about. So can anyone help her?
We'll all
answer. We'll all answer because we all have probably different perspectives, maybe the same, but let's see. Anybody want to jump in?
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead, Niche.
So, I mean, I think for me, I hate when people say me personally, I think for me, being a wife can be summed up to meaning like being a really good partner, like just like a partnership. Like a lot of people compare marriage to a business, and I will have to say, like, being a wife means learning how to compromise. For me, I used to speak all the time. My husband, Josh, taught me that, like, everything doesn't have to be said at the time when you want to say it, like having some discretion about when and where to have certain conversations. So just like being open and being receptive to learning, you know what I'm saying? They say your spouse is supposed to be a reflection of you. So just trying to keep that communication, you know, full and big. But to say being a good wife, I don't know.
That's the word.
That's the word. That's what she used. So I wanted to say it verbatim because she may be on and no. So we can clean it up a little bit. I don't think there's necessarily a good wife, you know.
Right. So we posed the question this week, the difference between being a wife and married.
Yeah,
right?
That's coming up. That's coming up. But I just wanted to get everybody's perspective on
being a wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
let's
But
take the good
I
out. Let's
struggle
just
with
say
the word.
I'm gonna pass the good wife response to somebody else.
I think by definition, I don't think there's a good wife, so to speak. I think that it's being the best to who you've married, basically.
Absolutely.
That's what a good wife is.
Yep.
I mean, that word is, I don't like that word, but I do think it's being the best support, the best partner to who you have married. That may look different for everybody on here because our spouses who we've married is not the same person.
That's right.
And I think that people get into this, we're reading these books. Not saying that all the books and information out there isn't bad, but we do know experience is the best teacher. And so I find that by definition, I had to get out of trying to figure out like, oh, I got to be this, these particular things. When I had to first pray about and understand not one who I was married, but who I am.
That's right.
First, it started with self-identity, like knowing and understanding what my purpose is, so I know who to align with.
Absolutely.
And so there's no such thing like he's the right husband for me. I'm the right wife for him. And I think that's where we get it twisted. Don't go too deep in the books. Whoever asked that question, you said you've been praying about it. Let God lead you into knowing and understanding who you are, so you know who to be with. That's the good wife. That's being the good wife.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what I would respond.
As long as you're a good person, you'll be good at whatever it is that you do, whether I'm a wife, entrepreneur, a boss, whatever.
So I was going to add to what say Bree is I totally agree 100% with what you're saying. I was going to say that I feel like I am a good wife. And the reason why I know I'm a good wife is because my husband said so. And that's all I need to worry about because that's who I'm married to. Okay. So listen, I don't care what anybody else got to think. Like if that man is happy and he say that I'm good to him, then that's all that matters. So, and what that looks like is whatever our marriage is, whatever it is that we built together, whatever we deem to be great and joyful and peaceful and happy and
Your thing.
Our thing.
Your thing.
Our marriage is our thing.
Yep.
So and I will say that to the young lady that posed the question, if she's on, is that you have to create your thing with your spouse and pray about it.
Absolutely.
Like I've often said that, when my husband and I got married, that we actually had a conversation, like, what do we want this to look like? Like, we didn't want to go off of, we are Christians, so we definitely wanted to go Bible, but still, what do we want this to look like? What is going to make you happy? What is going to make me happy? So everybody has their own dynamic and their own thing. So whatever works for you and your man and your house is what you do, and that's what you deem as good. That's all that should matter. Period.
Bingo.
So we have a question here. Let me just see.
Patrice.
Oh, I'm sorry, Patrice. Yes, go ahead.
No, I agree with everything you guys said.
She's so cute.
I think you're all right. Like everybody, your relationship is your relationship. And if it's great for y'all, then it's great. But also understanding that sometimes you ain't going to be a good wife. Sometimes you're going to be a horrible wife. Just like he's going to be a horrible husband. Like this is just the ebbs and the flow of life. But if you're committed to whatever it is you guys agree to, then yeah, but that focusing on yourself and praying for being at peace, being the best you, being in the, like just making sure you're good. That's first and foremost. And I think people focus so much on the partner that they forget about themselves.
Oh man.
We're doing everybody a disservice when we move in from that space.
Yeah, and we're coming to that too, Patrice. That's one of our points on here that we want to touch on. Let me see what questions we have here.